Each year at the County Wrestling Championships, the Westmoreland
All right,
County
let's do
Coaches
this.
Association.
Buckle up, wrestling fans. We are live from Kiski High School for the 68th Annual Westmoreland County Coaches Association Tournament presented by our friends at Busy Beaver. In a few minutes, 26 grinders will battle for the podium's top spot and the right to say, I am a county champ. That's right, it is a wrestling night on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Good evening, Happy New Year, and thanks as always for jumping on with us as our 2021-2022 wrestling broadcast series continues. We welcome you into our pre-final show presented by the Rehab Center alongside my man G. I am Smitty. G, let's get right to it in our Rehab Center pre-final show because they're getting ready to rock and roll. 145, your early thoughts here on the finals.
Yeah, 145, Finn Solomon, you're looking at the number 3 and will be number 7 ranked wrestlers in the state of Pennsylvania, right? So it's going to be a battle. I believe Finn and Kapusta wrestled before, with Finn being victorious. Obviously, Kapusta, getting a little bit stronger in the offseason, going up in weight class. So it should be an interesting bout here.
Yeah, as late as the blood round at Powerade, where Finn came out on top 1-0. So
exactly.
Kept Kapusta off of the podium at Powerade, and Finn ended up finishing third down there on his way to NC State. So a senior versus a junior, some AAA action, getting after it, and I'm ready to go. How about you? Let's get this show on the road. That'll do it for our Rehab Center pre-match show. We want to thank you for staying with us through this 2-day affair. Without further ado, let's get after it. These championship finals, all presented by our friends, again, at Busy Beaver. Finn Solomon in the navy blue, green anklet. Lucas Kapusta in the royal blue, red anklets. Kapusta, Solomon, center mat. Don't forget, you can also check out mat 1, third place with Marky K. Fifth place, mat 3 with our good friend Robbie Waller. So you can have 3 broadcasts open. Don't forget to shoot us a picture of how you're hanging out with us this evening. Throw it up on our Twitter page at Westmoreland SN, or just text it to us. You can also get at me at KSmitty184, George at GRC157. Shake hands, let's go, rock and roll time. Joe McCara will be our head official. His side judge is Joe Haddad. Joe McCara has been officiating for 4 years and is a sales manager at UniFirst. Joe Haddad, 9 years, owner of Haddad Auto Sales. Very quick, go behind, nothing awarded just yet. A little bit of a scramble, go behind there by Lucas Kapusta, but quickly on the mat return, Finn Solomon hits a standing Granby.
I want to point out, did you see how relaxed Solomon was? Just didn't panic there, went through that Granby and scrambled out of bounds. That's right there, a veteran move.
Yes.
Returning state champ, obviously. Did not panic in that position.
And a runner-up as well to boot to go onto his resume, and that's what the best exudes, George. They don't panic. That mat return, get another look at it later, did a standing Granby. Kapusta tried to roll with it, but able to get his hips away on that hip heist was Finn Solomon, still scoreless on the scoreboard. 1:15, counting down. Again, we'll start at 145 pounds. These aren't big 106-pounders. It is 145. And we'll wrap all the way around, and we'll end at 138. And you know who's there. Briar and Nate. Rematch number 2 from this year. If you missed the first one on Wednesday, go back into our archives at westmorelandsports.com and check it out. It was an awesome match. Literally like watching Division I wrestling right in front of you. Finn had the underhook momentarily with head position, able to limp arm inside was Kapusta because Finn was just about ready to fire a shot. Kapusta saw it coming, circled out of it. Half minute to go, first period, still scoreless. There's that underhook with head position. Elbow tie, nice job by Kapusta. He saw he brought that elbow back inside and circled away from it. Single leg shot there, looking for a block back hook, go behind his Kapusta. He's got that underhook buried on the right side. Finn has a nice hold high above the elbow. Not going to permit Kapusta to spin around. Under 10, first period. And that's how we will go to the second. Double zeros on the board. See a little envelope up there, as if Flick doesn't have enough to do. You can throw us an email. Go ahead and hit that little envelope and send us a message. We want to hear from you. Finn to take the down or defensive position to begin this second period. Little squeeze pry jam from Kapusta on the right side. Now he's popping some elbows. Going to go to the spiral ride. Finn doing a nice job maintaining level 2, trying to come all the way up. Takes that claw, is going to try to pop all the way through. See if he can hit Pice here and get himself a 1-point escape. Nice job by Kapusta to recover. Saw Finn was trying to score out of that crab ride. Finn all the way up, lift, mat return, look for that Granby once again. Nope, he's going to go right into a standing switch. I love how he's changing it up. Chain wrestling. I'll say it again. Chain wrestling, young viewers. One move to the next. Finn in on low on that single leg right here in front of us.
At the very least, this is going to be an escape. At the very least, he's pulling him back in, looking to get the takedown. I don't understand why he's still saying still red.
Still red.
You got to watch that knee.
Keep an eye on the knee. Joey's right
spot there.
Yep, Joey's keeping an eye on it. Here's Finn trying to come up. He's going to take his head into the middle. Going to try to hit Pice out of this. Lucas holding on to that left foot like a snapping turtle. Hoping for a stalemate here at the edge. There's the 2-point reversal by that. Wow, that was earned the hard way there. Finn Solomon strikes first with a 2-point reversal. Kapusta doing a nice job staying on his feet. He's going to hit a standing Granby of his own. Finn rolls with him. Nice lift, mat return right at the edge. Half a minute remaining, second period. 2-0 Solomon.
There's the stall call on Solomon. You know, and again, it comes down to the amount of attempts that the top guy makes to try to return the wrestler back to the mat, and he just wasn't making any attempts there.
Yep, you get about 5 seconds and they're going to hit you. Time will expire in the second period. Kapusta going to go down. Start the third, down 2-0. Still lots of wrestling. 2 minutes is forever.
And this is exactly why these two gentlemen are number 3 and number 7 in the state, respectively.
Yep.
You know, a quick stat here, and while there's a break. So 29 of the wrestlers that wrestled in this tournament were ranked in the top 25, either in AAA or AA here in Pennsylvania.
Say that again.
29 of the wrestlers wrestled in this tournament were ranked top 25.
29, we had about 220 competitors that began a little lift mat return there, looking for a switch out as soon as he popped down. And this is what I want you to pay attention, you young wrestlers, young viewers. These guys are chain wrestling. Just because Finn picked him up, a lot of guys just want to hang their head on the mat. Nope, he went to plan B, hit that switch in midair. 139. Quickly up to his feet. Finn does have a stall call. Sucks him back into a crab ride, trying to tie up a wrist. He's got a 2-on-1 on the right arm of Lucas. Lucas is going to try to jump out of the hip, so that's the bread in the bread basket. He was trying to jump the bread out of the basket. Finn riding tough here, tying up that back right leg. He's got a high boot in on that right side. This is not where Kapusta wants to be, down underneath. This is one of 2 Kapustas we'll see here. No, they're not brothers, but they are cousins. The sons of Brian and Jeff Kapusta, respectively. A couple of guys you may remember from back in the 80s and 90s. They've got some state titles and national titles to boot. 57 seconds. It's about first move right here for Lucas. George, what do you think?
It is, yeah, and I'm starting to get concerned for when he comes up to his feet and Finn continues to not put forth that effort to bring him back down, because you don't want to give up that second stall call, give up a point, and then you're forced to cut him anyway. There it is right there.
There's the stall call right there. Now you're one. He'd have been better off to just cut him.
Coach Levy has a question here for the head referee.
I believe the rule says attempts.
It is attempts. It is definitely attempts. And that's the thing, like I said, you know, you got to put those attempts in or just cut them, because now that stall point, I mean, you're a point away now from tying it. Because if he comes up and you can't bring him back down, you have to let him go.
Kapusta wearing that red ankle band. Solomon in the green. Royal blue Kapusta. He's in the down position. Solomon on top in the navy blue. 34 seconds, throwing in that long boot from the right side, trying to mule kick out of it. is Lucas. Reach back for the head, which kind of ill-advised. Get yourself into a cross-body ride. Pushing himself all the way up to his feet. Blown potentially dangerous. 21 ticks remaining in the match, 2-1.
So what the Franklin bench is arguing about is Kapusta continues to stand up there when Finn has that leg in, and they want it to be called stalling instead of potential dangerous or a stalemate there. That's what that argument was.
DeAugustine was looking for locked hands. That's the head coach over at Hempfield. He's going to reach back, try to kick all the way out. He's looking for the defensive fall. They're down there looking for it. He's literally bridging up. Look at this. Wow, is that a defensive mat slapper? Yes, it is. Lucas Kapusta with a defensive fall. Wow. Oh, no. Who did get? Or did time expire? Time expired. I lied. Excuse me. Finn Solomon, your winner. 2-1. I thought I heard him slap the mat.
I thought I did hear him slap the mat.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll return with 152 right after this. Back here for 152 pounds, it's Jack Pletcher out of Latrobe wearing the red ankle band. Chase Kranitz out of Norwin. Pletcher headed to the University of Pittsburgh. Kranitz on his way to the University of Buffalo.
So here at 152 pounds, looking at the state rankings again, we have Chase Kranitz. He's ranked number 3 PIAA, and we have Jack Pletcher at 7. So just like the match we saw ahead beforehand, so this one should be a barn burner.
Yep, this is the high level of competition that every year this continues. This isn't just some anomaly, some crazy year. This is every single solitary year. We're going to take it over to Hannah Mears.
Crazy finish there. We're all saying, did Finn win? Did he lose? Did they call the pin? But take me through how you were holding on right in those final seconds of the match.
I know it looks like it's close there, and like everyone wants it because it's defense pin. But like when you're there, technically I thought I should have got back points there because they were looking at my back, which is a judgment call for them. But I felt good in those last seconds there. I could have sat there, my head was up, but it was good. He wrestled tough. I know he's going to be always tough. He's my good practice partner. We wrestle all the time. I think it's like our 8th time wrestling overall, and he's always a tough kid to go wrestle.
Yeah, and it was a rematch, and against him from last year. You guys see each other so much, but now being a 2-timer, how much does that solidify that no matter how many times you're going to see the same guy, you feel confident in your abilities to win?
Good. I mean, I kind of wanted to give a separation, of course, and that's what everyone wants to do, but a win's a win, like you just told me, and I just got to keep working on stuff, open up the match to make it so it's not a debatable match, and he's going to keep working too because I know him, and we'll see each other Sunday probably wrestling in the same room, so it's kind of cool to do that, and it's crazy to go out there and wrestle your friends.
Absolutely. Good sportsmanship always. Congratulations, Finn. You can now go celebrate as you ran away from me.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Hannah. Great job to Finn Solomon. Yeah, we were very confused because we all heard a mat slap, so that's why I screamed out and yelled defensive fall. I apologize.
I thought I heard him slap the mat too. I mean, I was surprised because Finn said,
he was
bridging. Yeah. I mean, his shoulder blades weren't touching the mat at all. That's why I was like, what is going on right now?
No, it was pretty much the only thing touching the mat was his hind end and his head. He was completely bridged. You know the amount of strength that takes to hold up his weight plus all of Lucas's.
Because Kapusta was literally right on top of Finn's chest.
He was.
And I think that's part of the reason why there were no back points being awarded.
I would have to agree. I would have to really dig into that one a little bit and try to get a clear explanation as to why there were none. But here we go at 160, scoreless first period. Seems to me Jack really pushing so far in his first period. Not a lot of offensive output or leg attacks, but he's stalking like a cat. Jack's first trip to these county finals. Chase very quickly up to his feet, working on hand control. Again, you've got 5 seconds to make the attempt. There's the one mat return, and then look there. Jack did the wise thing, just let him go. Don't give up that stall call. Not that you ever want to get hit with stalling, but you kind of want to save it for later in the match if you need to. Fish hooks for Kranitz. He clears out. And again, Jack just continues to stalk Chase near the edge of the mat. His butt's always in the middle. And what Jack needs to do right now is start shooting him off. Even if they're half shots, make them clean, like right there. Shoot him off, George.
Well, Pletcher's doing a great job of slowing the pace down. You know, just watching Kranitz matches throughout the county tournament. He's a high pace, high output wrestler, right? Jack is, you know, doing a great job of slowing that down, slowing down the offense of Kranitz.
Nice shot by Jack. Head inside single, brings it all the way up. Looking to roll the way through. Jack going to catch him on his back right here, but Kranitz trying to roll all the way around. Jack scrambles around the other side. Gets himself the 2-point escape. Takes the lead, 53 and counting down here in the second period, 152 pounds. Kranitz looking to get that 1-point escape. He will. We're locked at 2. Again, third place down on mat 1, fifth place on mat 3.
I'd have to say, on a side note, I do like both of the new singlets. The new singlet from Norwin and the singlet from Latrobe. I didn't notice they have the wrestlers' names on the back.
I just noticed that myself. How astute of you, G.
I would say more so observant.
Observant, astute.
Yeah, I mean,
mindful. Time will expire here in a second. It'll be Pletcher's choice to start the third. Kyle Martin, the head coach. Over at Norwin, Mark Mears, the head coach.